All right, so as most of you should already know, my name is Yusef Scott, and I'm the guy behind the SodarneasyForex University. I'm very grateful and thankful to have you guys here with me. As I always tell you guys, listen, if you're not already connected with us on social media, get your butt over there and connect with us, because we have great and valuable content over there that'll motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to keep going in whatever endeavor that you have going on in life. All right. Now listen, in one of my previous videos, I told you guys that I wanted to open the floor for you guys to question me about something related to Forex. And I had someone by the name of James. He questioned me and he asked me, with all the candles constantly going up and down, how do I know which way the market is really going? Okay. Now I want to take a step back. I'm going to take a step back for a second, and I want to assume that James is probably, and James, don't be offended, but James may be fairly new to trading Forex, or let's say James is not aware of what I'm about to say. Okay. Now, how can I put this that could? Okay, let me explain to you guys where I was at when I first got started. Okay, because I'm going to assume that James is probably one of those. And if you guys are brand new to trading Forex, you'll probably relate to this. Okay, when I first got started in trading Forex, I was looking at a smaller time frame, and I would trade the candle up. If the candle was going up, I was trading it up. If the candle was going down, I was trading it down. And unfortunately, that earned me a number of losses. I'm talking about making good money and then losing it all within the next, I don't know, hour or so, couple hours, maybe even sooner. So going back to, well, let me say this. I'm sure that most of you could probably relate to that. If that was ever your style of trading as it was mine, I did it. I'm sure that plenty of other traders, they've done it or they're currently doing it. And I'm sure that just like myself, the traders who are currently doing it, you're not winning all of your trades. You're probably not even winning most of your trades. You probably don't even know when to get out of your trade at all. All right. So, James, I'm going to assume that you're fairly new, or you may have some experience. So you're probably looking at the smaller time frame, and the smaller time frame, unfortunately, it will constantly go up and go down and go up and then go down. It's going to do that. So because of that, you have to be very careful. Okay. So how do I get around? How do I figure out which way the market is going? Is this, truthfully, I trade off the daily. That's just plain and simple. I'm not going to trade the smaller time frames. I am more of a long-term trader. So, my focus is always long-term. What is the market doing long-term? So if I'm looking at the market through a peephole of a door, I can only see but so far ahead of me, so far in front of me. If I look through the front door of my home, I can only see but so far before it becomes blurry, okay? Or before there's an object that's blocking the view ahead of it, okay? Or if I'm inside of an apartment or a condo, I can only see across the hall. That's it. But if I'm taking a telescopic overview of everything, talking long term, all right, then I can see everything that's going on. I can see the police coming from blocks away. Okay, I don't need to go that way. I need to go this way, cut through the bushes, hop over the fence, So, depending on how you want to look at the market, if you want to look at the market and constantly see the ups and the downs, you're constantly seeing all the waves of the market, then that's going to freak you out. It's going to throw you off. Okay. Another thing that people they do, and I always advise against this, is looking at one time frame and flipping over to look at this time frame and flipping back and looking at that time frame. And what that's doing is you're getting you're creating this mental picture that's constantly changing of what you see of the market. Okay, so when I look at the daily, when I close my eyes and I look at the daily of the Euro USD, I know that the daily during the COVID-19, the market ran up, the market came down, the market, then started to go back up. And what did I do? I got in, okay, because when I look at the Euro USD, I see that market is going up. Okay, so I'm not looking at a smaller time frame where the smaller time frame is breaking down all the different 30-minute sessions and 15-minute sessions and 1-hour sessions where you got to fight all the ups and downs. See, I'm looking at, the wisdom that I'm basing my bias on where the Euro USD is going based on the daily, because the daily, that's where the most momentum is. And that's why regardless of what the market did on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the 1 hour, the market still continued to go up. Okay, so when you start looking at the daily, it's going to change the way it's going to change your perspective. See, if we took away 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, whatever, we took away all the time frames and just put one time frame onto the chart, everyone will learn to be successful. If there was only one time frame, everyone will learn to be successful. But unfortunately, it wasn't created like that. It was created so that people can jump around and there can be chaos. So now people are jumping from, and trust and believe, there's a way you can do it, but believe this, the market, James, has the best momentum on the daily chart. On the daily chart, I could open my trades and I could just walk away. Seriously, just walk away. That's what I can do, and that's what I do. I may go back to it a couple times a day and make sure that okay, yeah, everything's still going up. Oh, look at that thing trying to pull back, and then all of a sudden it goes back up. I'm like, told you so. But please know that that's because of what I'm looking at on a daily. I'm not looking at the smaller time frames. All right, so keep that in mind, James. Great question, by the way. I'm really glad that you questioned me on that, because a lot of people fight with that. Whether it's jumping from one time frame to the next, or they're battling with which way to trade. Like, I don't know which way the market is going, or the market is constantly going up and down. People who are new, they normally tell me, I see all the lines and stuff on the chart. I don't know which. Those are candles. The candles are going up and down because the smaller time frame, I'm going to assume, like I said, the smaller time frame is of a different frequency. Okay, so the daily, the candles are opening up infrequently. All right, whereas the 15-minute, the smaller time frames, they're more frequent. So, and it's based on a different frequency. So you're going to get constant candles opening up every 15 minutes and constantly going up and going down. It can throw you off if you don't know what you're looking at. So great question, by the way. Hopefully this question, it is, answered thousands of folks, hopefully it helped thousands of folks from all across the world, because I know that, like myself, I stumbled with this a lot when I was early on. Okay, hopefully this made sense to you guys, and hopefully you can take, a little bit of the wisdom that I put here in this video and use it, for yourself. All right. As always, you guys remember, stay safe out there, stay healthy, and listen, stay prayed up. Seriously, we live in some tough times right now and uncertain times. So as always, I'm Yusef Scott. Consider the Forex GOAT online. You guys have nothing short of a fantastic day. All right. Peace, everyone.